So you became friends with the Automon.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's going to help you in today's quest.
Hopefully, well.
All right then. Now, Asahina, tell us what you did thi- this year.
Um, well, Rena attempted to appease the kami. Didn't go so well, and she also attempted to study slash investigate spellcraft. She again didn't do very well.
Damn it. You could have you could have investigated to learn how to make food.
Yeah.
Oh well. Daidoji Momoshi, tell us, what you did?
Daidoji, dueled a fellow, and then
And kill a fellow.
I dueled a fellow for my quest, and then he tried to help Yumi save the clan, but there's just no amount of help that can save crops from Yumi.
Actually, if you help me, I should have passed. If you help me, actually,
Oh man,
if you
this
because I have the Doji Tech, which decreases the TN by 5 on etiquette rolls, and a bunch of other rolls too.
oh I see. Oh well,
So I think I did a 23. So if plus 5 from a help and plus 5 from the tech, it should be a pass.
well this changes everything.
Oh,
Should
I
be
did
okay,
it out of the jaws of defeat. Yumi almost destroyed the economy again, but I swept in to save the Crane clan.
Yeah.
yay!
Thought a former bandit would be so good at running the economy.
So yeah, that
Alright
changes a
then.
lot of things. We're just a
Anything
little
else?
less broke.
And we also
Yes, you did.
spent 3 surplus, right? To yeah.
Yeah. If we could spend some surplus, it would be nice.
Sweet. There we go.
Oh, that's
I just spent that, and then I added
Alright.
the one that you earned. So
I did the one, and I think if you fail, you also increase the price of the
that's
rice.
true.
So since we didn't fail, the price of the rice should also be 1 lower,
Alrighty.
alright.
if I'm not wrong.
Alright. Now Kakita Taibiri. What you did on I saw that you managed to get vengeance against the bandit that almost killed you last time.
Yes. So first he tried to, study to, be able to take on the bandits, which he failed. And I like to think it's because he realized that he had the skills all along.
What a hero.
then you-
And then just decided to take a more tactical approach where he doesn't trust the bandits and allow them to stand in the back. Yeah.
And then you gave the bandit leader's head to your local lord.
Yeah.
That's really alright. Anything else you did?
No, he's just mainly been focusing on the bandit clan that was causing trouble last time to root them out.
Oh, the red bamboo.
Yes.
Alright. That's hopefully you guys will face them one day. Oh, then now this is the most important question that you guys. This is the most important piece of information you will need in today's. The reason why is golden.
It's because I was chosen by the Goat King.
and he blasts you a sunbeam that turns you golden.
It's true.
Now you're the golden samurai.
It's true. I'm sure everybody will be very surprised when we get back from the hunt and I just have pure gold armor.
Yes.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
now.
Well, that I was off fighting bandits while it happened.
Mm. In any case, now let us begin today's game. Alright. At the end of the on at the start of the summer, all four of you get a message from called called the Crane Clan champion Daidoji. No, Doji Morimoto, the head of the Crane Clan, has asked you for rendezvous with him. Yufu and Hai and at Yufu and Heigen Toshi, located in located in the Hu province. I don't know why I just gave you that. This is where you'll be taking place today's session. Just near the Lion Clan, also near the Imperial City, and almost in the seat of power, just a little bit eastern. The seat of power of the Crane Clan. But today you will be taking in a town, a little bit westwards, a fishing town. Seeing the opportunity, you guys take your ship that you the ship that you managed to acquire session to the port city, and there we will begin today's story. Also, quick question: have you guys on a name for the
I think we haven't even thought about it, have we?
A name for the boat? No. I was thinking about it, but I didn't decide on anything. The Pretty Lady. The legally acquired.
Reclaim.
Alright.
Reclaimed. It's the reclaimed. Perfect.
Alright, the reclaim. Alright, the reclaim has set sail to the city, the trading city that I just told you, because I don't want to that name out again.
No problem.
Alright, you guys set sail with your experience that you managed to hire the way to manage the ship. With you is Captain Temerushi, the the head of the Genga that was with you session, and Shoshimori Borumuto, who called SP. You guys called him last time.
Yeah, SF. We remember.
Anything you guys? Yeah, no SB.
SB. What's the B stand for?
Urumoto.
SB. All right.
It has another vulgar name, but if you want to,
No. SB's fine.
all right. And you guys set sail, are in the scene, sail to the training sea. And in the middle, what you guys are going to do? Anything you want to do?
How large is the town? Like, how big does it look? Like, is it 2,000 inhabitant town, or is it like huge trade center?
It's not that big. It's more of a oh, what's it called? Basically, it's heavy. It's more of a wait location type.
No,
Like
not the boats, the city.
oh, it's a port city, more like malls. Yeah, That's located. That's located in the Hyuku province.
Is it a small city, like one of the 1,000 city inhabitants, or is it like a huge trade center?
It's a huge trade center.
All right,
It
thanks.
has many. Well, go and buy whatever you want.
A cigar smoking
mostly fish.
orangutan?
No.
No? Alright.
All right. Any play interaction you want to have, or anything else you want to speak before you see.
Nothing I can think of.
Yeah, nothing I can think of either.
Yeah, me neither.
Don't you want to see much the bamboo is growing in the forest? Has grown.
Right, we all remembered that happened. Of course. How much has it grown?
It has grown to pierce the upper floor.
Oh my god. Guys, we gotta deal with this bamboo before it sinks us.
Can't we just cut it and put it like in the river or something?
No, we'll cut the shoot, then it'll grow in the river and it'll start to sink boats.
Well, I mean, as long as it's not a crane river, we can. It's no problem to me.
Maybe if we let it grow high enough, we can put sails on it and have it be a second mast.
All right.
I guess when we get to town, I'll ask if there's like a botanist or something that can look at.
All right then. And nothing else you want to.
I will want to greet the local authority, the local lord, because that's what we're supposed to do when we arrive in town. Say, hey, we're in the town, and thank you for your hospitality. So I
Yes.
want to do that.
Yes, in the same place you will be meeting, or you will be having a meeting
Alright.
with an agent of the timing. All right then. Let us jump scene. Also, first warning. And the music is going to be turned on. Please, if you haven't fret button, please lower it now. This is your final warning.
This is more suspenseful than like most horror games.
I mean, most horror games don't aim to deafen you.
Oh my god, yes they are. Oh my gosh, Slenderman? Come on.
I don't think Slenderman counts as horror. It's more of a comedy, given how bad it is.
All jump scares serve misery.
just arriving. You see the famous. You just have entered the that leads to is to that separate the borders between the two provinces. Slowly go upstream through the narrow river into the harbor, guiding you all the to the to the to the front. It's a giant. It's a rising from the nearby cliff, burning with a giant torch that's helping nearby ships into the bay. And just about just about just when you are entering, you see several people. You see several boats upstream. Many of them many of them many of them appear to be hauling how hauling thing, things that are wrapped in a white cloth. And you see them leaving them in the in the cargo areas. The people how the people are moving them in to the city. Roughly where that it's something that has caused quite a stir in the local to the local boat. As you finally approach and land on the fleet dock and land the on the bridge. And so we begin your journey. Alright, what you guys want to do? You have a giant city. Can go to your lord right away, or we take a little detour.
Yumi's also curious about the shop, what you can buy. Is there anything interesting to buy?
Yes, many things. Do you want
Then
to
try.
do you want to invest?
It's on the way, so I'll take a stroll.
Alright. What others what other things- what does the rest of you want to do?
Before Yumi goes away, I want to gather the PCs up on top of the boat. Daidoji, he's looking beautiful. He has solid gold armor now, very very handsome. And next to him, he's got a big barrel of some unpronounceable substance.
Firework powder.
No, we use that a lot. He says, "All right."
Oh
Serious
yeah,
arcana.
flour. It's flour for special case.
Yeah.
He's like, "All right, crew, I've assembled you here today, 'cause I consider you guys my friends, and I want to share this moment with you." And he taps the barrel next to him, and he's like, "Last year I told you this was medicine. I lied. This is drugs." What was it called, Green?
Let me check once more. Cocaine.
No way. Okay. He's like,
Yes, wait.
thank you.
Yes,
I
wait.
believe you. He taps the barrel and he's like, it's a drug named cocaine. And he's like, in my former life as a Ronin, I would not have hesitated to, take the contents of this barrel and sell it. And this whole year, I've been lamenting over whether I should do this or use it to frame our enemies in Winter Court. But I am no longer that Ronin, and I have been taught by the nobility of the Crane clan that, this is not something I should indulge in. And so he says, yes, even this, a barrel worth 10,000 koku. And he picks it up and he throws it overboard, destroying it once and for all.
Yumi will felicitate you. You did well, Daitoji-san, in behaving honorably, as a Daitoji should.
And
Kakita just nods.
that's the most approval I've ever gotten out of Tai.
Rin also nods and says, that Toyojimaru, you are a credit to your adopted family.
He looks
Alright.
quite pleased with himself.
You see how the battle starts to go, sinks a little bit, but then goes up once more. Still buoyant.
He shrugs and says, I'm sure that won't come back to bite me.
And so the barrel flows away, ever facing. But then you see that just when you are leaving things, you just see how a rowboat. That's the barrel.
And who's rowing that boat but an
Anyhow.
orangutan?
Not everything is an orangutan. Anyhow, now what you guys want to?
Yumi explains she saw like the edge of a market over there, and she thinks there might be a few interesting things to buy, and she's gonna take a look on the way.
All right. And what does Kakita, Ashina, and Momoshi do? Hina.
That's you, Robin.
I'm sorry, you cut out the green.
Oh, does the rest of you do? You follow to the market or do you straight to the palace? To the manor. The mansion.
Yeah, Rin will head to the market.
Alright. And what about you? What about you? Moshi? And Tiberius?
Momochi having this year he guarded Yumi from goats. He's Asahina's bodyguard, so he's like, but I've never done anything nice for Tai. So he's gonna look around for the six-fingered man.
Ty will begrudgingly trudge along behind them, also just looking amongst the marketplace for either the Six-Fingered Man or anyone who looks to be suspicious or doing something, wrong.
Alright then. Alright. As you go to the marketplace, see how it's bustling with several stores of many mercantile wares, cloth, meat, grease, and the like. You even see several items up for sale, but most of them look pale and sickly. Looks like Carrefour has killed all of the stock. Anyhow, what do you want cash for?
Yumi is just looking. Is not looking for anything particular. She's just looking around to see if there's like something that stands out, and that's interesting to her. But she's not looking for anything special.
Hmm.
Reno is just kind of also, browsing, taking in the sights. She's not, again, not really looking for it. Like Yumi, not really looking for anything in particular.
Is there something nice? She'll purchase it, maybe. But otherwise, she's just like window
A
shopping.
Nodachi made of solid diamond.
I'd buy that.
She's probably the only one here that can afford to.
Alright. You don't find anything particularly out of place in a market square, but you do find something a bit off. A bit off. You see, you see a newsboard, a bulletin board. Several scrolls have been hung up, telling about, telling about around the local provinces, especially the Cleveland. It's basically news report, a news board of the particularly. You see that the famine has toll on the local populace. You see that several thousand have already died. Close the Cleveland. More are starving. And more are starving. But all the news bulletin has been one catches your eye. It details. It apparent uh, bulletin board, news report of an event that took place a couple of days ago. Called Battle of Town Merchant River. You don't know what it is. Only that only that it was a conflict between the dragon and lion, and that several bodies have been thrown downstream through the river.
I
Apparently,
take a mental note of that there are conflicts between the lion and dragons, battles even,
yes.
and I hope my cousin gets you as well.
Yes, war has started. War has started. Rokugan. All right, and Tiberius. You want to, since you are rolling for the six finger man, could you roll me a investigation? Hello. Kakita Tiberius.
Sorry
Yeah.
about that. I was in the other room. I said BRB and thing.
Oh,
What did you want?
yes, investigation for so that if you can find any info, Six Finger Man. You find that you find that there are more Finger Man than Six Finger. Four Finger
Sham.
Man than Six Finger Man. Mostly because those more finger that they gave more finger.
Yeah.
Alright. Anything else you want to do before your your contact at the mansion?
No, nothing in particular.
Alright. And so we scurry on forward. You guys go to the city and see the lively art machine. Once the, the ones that gripped the town once has slowly been shipped away due to the famine. You see that people's faces aren't as happy as just once used to be, and a bit more thinner before. You go to the street and finally arrive at the lord's mansion. Now are just outside the mansion. Oh no, I forgot to put the token. Sorry.
Unplayable.
Alright then. Put your tokens, please. Right here.
Let
No.
me in.
Oh no, that really has become a
Okay, big
giant.
man.
Looks like I'm bigger than all of you.
They represent our status within the Crane
Yeah.
clan.
No, I forgot to put the right there. Stop. What the-
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thanks.
Alright. You arrive just outside the mansion and see several guards putting in place to stop any unwanted and see how one of them extends their arm and says, what's your business entering for what's your business in outside the Lord's Manor?
Do we have paper? I think we would have paper. Invitation?
Yes, you have the note papers that the courier gave you.
So I would give the paper.
Alright. See. Alright. Things seems normal. You
Yeah.
see how the guard knocks on the door. Knocks on the door. Now, be so kind to give us a weapon.
Sweet. We can, of course, hang on to our wakizashis, right?
Yes.
Awesome. I hand over the katana.
Alright. you hand over anything. You even see the guards going an extra mile and start to touch you guys to see and if you have anything deal.
But by the way, I'm handing him a bunch of stuff. I'm handing him a dice show, a Kakita blade, Mayumi. There's an assortment of weapons.
What a scamp.
It's like that old trope, hand over all your weapons. Where it's just been a certain amount of weapons for one person to have.
Alright. Does any of you want to hide anything?
I won't try and hide anything. I have the Wakizashi, but he does kind of pull at the Kakita blade when he's holding it over, and he goes, "Careful."
It's so sharp it can cut people even in its sheath. Look out.
Alright, thank you, honorable samurai. Now you can enter
Hey guys, I just have to say,
and see how
excellent guard work. I'm a guard myself, and I just want to say I appreciate a fellow artist.
Oh, thank you, sir. Not be too careful. We in this type of situation.
This type of situation? What type of situation?
I don't know. I just the atmosphere nearby is a little bit tense or mysterious. I just that hooded individual there were entered presented their document. They didn't saw what they said. So I assumed it's something a bit important. I don't know.
See, thank you.
Alright. You guys enter through the courtyard. And you see how they how big many people there guards than the exterior. 4 times the guard. It's surprising that so many guards are inside the place. Alright. Could you roll me a perception?
Perception, or a perception investigation?
Perception. Perception to notice something.
Alright.
Oh,
What is up my rolls for this?
alright. Everybody that didn't have a 1 minus that have below a 10. They just hear all the birds sing and crickets creak. But everybody that had above a 10 saw a bush is starting to several leaves and leaves are tumbling, and foliage is moving like besides here as if something is moving through them.
Sorry, which category does someone who hit a 10 fall in? I feel like you said it, but my Wi-Fi is real shit, so...
You just hear singing.
Cool, thank you.
Ty's hand sort of instinctively goes to where his katana usually would be, and sort of like grasps at nothing. He looks in the general direction. That sound? Rustling leaves.
Taidoji puts his hand on his wakizashi and steps in front of Rina. Is like, get behind me. Please be a squirrel. Please
What
be a
is it?
squirrel.
Alright. You see how emerging from the bushes. A familiar face.
Oh my god. Genji, our old friend.
Uh, oh my, where is that damn thing? Oh, my friends. My friends Momoshi, and Rina. It's a nice.
Ty just has the most intense look on his face right now, and he's just sort of like glaring at him.
It's nice to see you again.
It is nice to see you again too.
You too.
Ah, so are you here for the? Are you here for the meeting?
Genji, let's not act like we all didn't just see you step out of a bush.
Oh no. My intentions. I was searching for something, but I found it.
Well, what were you searching for? I'm an excellent finder.
I think he was searching for an excuse.
It's nothing important. It's a gift I was going to present today.
Looking him up and down, do I see any weapons on him?
Roll me a perception test.
Oh, okay.
Just the rocket launcher from Halo 3.
Just if he throws himself at you, he will crush you.
His weight.
Hey, insightful.
Dangerous indeed.
Oh, so you have you come. Let us get the meeting underway. And he leads you to inside the house.
As we're heading inside, I'm like, Ty, what do you have against Genji? You're being very rude.
I don't trust him.
Well,
Do you trust anyone?
Trust my uncle. Trust a lot of you.
hey. That's the second most approval I've ever gotten. Today's a good day.
Right, shall we? I'm just gonna follow.
You see how Genji is drinking a cup of tea. Good tea. Anyways, they are already talking inside. Suggest to do the purchasing.
Come on, courtesy.
Of him before you enter.
Oh. Yeah, obviously.
We do that.
Maybe you want to kneel also.
Who is
Maybe
inside?
I won't spoil it. Only not that many influential.
We
I will watch what you say in there.
do we know that there are influential people inside?
You ask who?
I'm asking out of character. Do we know that there are influential people, very influential people inside?
You don't know. You
So
only
I
please
don't kneel. I just knock.
You only that he was here before and knows more and more.
All right, before Yumi goes in, Daidoji's like, look out for tripwires.
Alright, Doji Yumi, you knock on the you knock on the curtains and hear hear a voice. Yeah, you can enter. Alright, you guys enter the door. Okay, how four people are are sitting in a rectangular. You recognize the four as Doji Morimoto, daimyo of the doji. Asahina Koresada, daimyo of the Asina. Doji Katsuna, daimyo of the Daidoji. And Kakita Take, daimyo of the daimyo of the Kakitas, the Kakita family. You see the four influential men, these four influential people that in the claimants and see how they are making thinking things and appear to be disgusting before talking before you enter.
Yumi bows and she just waits until they tell her to do otherwise.
Ty does the same.
Yeah, Reno also bows and waits for the next instruction.
You see how Hina sa Hina Koresada Koresada waves to answer. Mm, Don't forget the formality. Forget the formalities. This is an unofficial meeting anyway. Please enter. We have much to discuss.
Yumi thanks him and she obeys and enters the room and puts herself to the side so that the others can enter.
Alright. Then you guys enter the room. And the conversation resumes. Resumes. The the conversation starts anew. You see how Doji Morimoto speaks to you. Mm, I I do wonder how I do wonder that I know that you are asking yourself many questions. Specifically, why have you been called called here right about in this time? And I will leave a question. I will answer your question with another question. Why have we got you here?
Because there is some task that we can accomplish for you. Assume.
Very cool. That's that's exactly that is the exact task. That is the exact question. That is the exact purpose we have called you into this meeting. You four represent the best of the claim, the courage and resolve of the Daidoji. To see to see how he looks at Doji Morimoto, the Doji Morimoto, the the swordsmanship and refinement of the Kakita. You see how he looks at Tiberius, the command of the element of the Asahina, and see how he looks at Hina, and the way of of the court that only my family has mastered all of Rob, in all of Rob, and see how he looks at Yumi. Your four abilities are precisely are what the Greenland needs. The Green needs at this in this time of crisis. You will need we will need your abilities on this coming in times. I won't lie to you, young one. You may die on the coming on the coming days, months, years, weeks, months, years. But but it will not but it will not be in vain because because for your with your actions you will be serving the crane beyond anything and beyond any normal member would have ever been able to do. And so we I asked you as head of the crane of the crane of the crane as the champion of the crane, will you do what we asked?
Of course.
I've never been more ready to do anything in my entire life.
Kakita gives a solemn nod.
All right then. You see, you see something that surprises you. You see how he extends his arm and to the uh, a hand of offering to the mats for sitting. Will you accept? Will you accept to sit with them?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I'll decline twice, and because this is really, but I'll accept. I'm
Yeah.
All
enjoying.
right, all right. You see, uh, see how the discussion starts anew between the four. As I was saying the before our guest arrived, you see how Katsuna, now he starts to speak again. I believe forming stronger bond with the crowd will help us will help us on this trying period. As we all know here, they their army outnumbers their army is one of the most capable of all Rokugan, second to the second to the mighty legions of the line. And if we can gain their support and is and since they are since they are near to our borders, we could let we could let them we could get their support on this time. You see how he starts a pipe and starts to smoke and have a puff of smoke. Then you see how Kore Sada uh, waves him. Ah, I know the worldly matters are something important, but what I but these heretics, the heretics that plague my border, are the clear menace. The menace I think you already have seen. He points. He nods at you for. Have you heard of the red bamboo?
You mean not?
Indeed.
Yes.
We have encountered them
Ho-
before, yes.
yes. Horrible piece of work their clan is. And, and even worse, since the investigation, our investigation started amongst their clan. I would also thank you for what you did on that village. If we didn't if we didn't found out before, if we had that spread, it would have wiped my provinces out of the map, out of the world in a few weeks. But in any case, in it, I think we should dedicate our time to placing those heretics in the name of the of the comics. You see how the man in the corner, Kakita attacking, who was silent for most of the discussion, finally speaks up. I see I see that most of the our people is having their own. Most of our families are having much problems. For that I know, but I think we should dedicate our effort more outward than inward. Uh, as you all have already know, the situation between the lion and the lion and the dragon has grown pretty dire, and I don't fear what is going to be. It's going to what is going to what is going to engulf both factions, weaken our the whole of Rokugan. And for that, I say that we need to focus on mediating a peace treaty between between both factions. Or if peace isn't 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 guaranteed to back the winning side, the other one. Mm, you see how he knocks, he shakes his head. Look at me, thinking about politics when I would like to just got anything that stands in my way. You see how Morimoto mm, space up. Mm, yes, I will dedicate my couriers and people to. I would have mediated the peace talks between those two. But I worry that the most pressing matter is in the imperial court, the imperial court. As as my curious tell me that our influence on the young emperor is waning. The the Ottoman are shutting his ear from shutting his ear from our whispers. And I soon believe that our favorable position with him will be forsaken will be forsaken on the coming years if the Ottoman are not put in their place. So that so I believe our most of our forces should be dedicated on stop curbing their influence on the emperor, and the news of this what was uh Otomo Naga, where's me also. It doesn't it doesn't it doesn't often come up, or when it does it's a bit ugly when the secrets of the Otomo are the secrets of the Otomo are open to all. But since he has gone into and hiding and his family disowned him, mm, we cannot we cannot push that vector of attack of influence. Mm. You see how the four are are thinking on their proposed action. Do you want to have ask any question?
Yumi has more than a question. Yumi that has a suggestion and says the Emperor of Rokugan has long favored the crane because of his um, of the particular alliance in the form of a marriage that he had with the crane. And I believe that if our influence is waning currently, it might be because we do not have an empress, crane empress, and so perhaps working on that uh, could restore our influence. The emperor is young, but
Quick
he should
question, Tom.
marry.
How old is the emperor?
Let me check real quick. I believe he's 14.
Oh, so he's almost a man.
Yes. Oh no, he is a man. He passed his Gimpuku. As far as we're concerned,
You might not want to call the emperor not a man.
exactly.
It's,
As far as we're concerned,
it's a
he's
general
fully
good rule to stand by.
The emperor is not a
Yeah.
man; he's a god.
You see how Morimoto nods at your suggestion. Yes, the emperor has come of age, and a political marriage would strengthen our influence on him. But since the Ottoman have been cutting our influence on him, mm, on him, and manipulating him to their own ends. We cannot we cannot gain any foothold at the moment to block any such marriages.
I have a suggestion. I'm not sure entirely how much help, but I have been in contact with an old friend of mine, my fellow Topaz champion, Himura. Things are not going well in Crablands. They are suffering significantly from food shortages, and the more desperate they get, the more bandits will come to our lands over our shared border. And if the wall should ever fall, we'd be the first to suffer the consequences. I think that given we have more food than them, we could possibly form an alliance with the crab. It sure seemed to be something Himura was talking.
you see how Katsuna, Katsuna. Mm, wait, Saju. Yes, that's what I have been saying to my fellow daimyo. If we broker a better deal, a better, if we feed them now, they will be loyal for us for many years to come. Like a dog,
Indeed.
like a dog being offered a bone and sticking with its master.
Furthermore, they
Forgive.
could possibly help us deal with the red bamboo. I mean, the things that they were capable of was unlike anything I've seen. I'm sure that the crab have seen similar beyond the wall.
Forgive my impudence, but I believe the crab is more like a wolf than a dog. Feeding them would indeed have them be on peaceful terms with us for a few years, but it will also have them grow stronger and in a position where we cannot stop feeding them, and in which they might prove to be more menace than they currently are now. So we should get something of um, we should be sure to return the favor in full when we offer them anything.
That's why I suggest we send a trade convoy straight into their capital and give them trade with them at a reasonable price. All of our product. It it won't be as nice as giving them all free, but it will be a wise investment if their wolf tries to bite the hand that feeds it.
You mean not? That seems reasonable.
All right. Any more questions?
No.
I actually do have a question um, about um, the not Topaz, the Amethyst champion, and he's being imprisoned by the Otomo. Um, as you have said, the Otomo are currently uh, subverting our influence towards the emperor, but from the emperor. But as we have seen, fighting them directly does not work very well currently. So I want to make sure that confirm that we are not to face them off directly. Perhaps even getting on good terms with the Otomo might be the solution to um, uh, stop losing our influence towards the emperor. I want to know what is our stance on this matter. Are we to be friendly with the Otomo? Are we to be their enemy? Are we to be officially their enemies, or are we to um, not officially be their enemy?
You see how Doi Morimoto stares at you and says, hmm. So you want so so who will be the one that will broker peace? eh, will broker peace through the empire. Who will be the will we let ourselves be dominated by the Ottoman for a few whispers in the ear of the emperor, or will we us, or we will be the one that dominates, and have the emperor have the emperor. Have we can so that we can talk to the emperor.
Of course, the latter is more desirable.
You see how he knows. We must remain strong in face of this danger that of, of the danger that this famine has brought upon our clan. If we show any weakness, others will others will sense it, and our prosperity that we have been building up through the centuries will be all for naught, and the king and the empire that we have broker that we have supported and make functional all throughout these centuries will be erased from the world, from the face of the planet.
Yumi nods and says, "I understand."
All right. Any more questions? Any more questions?
Nope.
Not here.
All right. Green, do you have any questions? Green,
No, I
that
believe I understand.
Tiberius, do you have any questions?
No.
And that Moromoto.
No. Me? No. No.
Moroshi.
No, I do not.
All right. You see that an impasse has grown between the four daimyos. Each one of them has their own way of dealing with the clan, of dealing with the current crisis. But you see how Monimoto caresses his beard and caresses the beard, and and sees Doji, and sees Yumi. Tell me, girl, tell me, tell me, girl. What is if you were placed on one of these one of these four objectives we have we are debating. Which one will you choose? Which one will be the wisest to take? Which one will bring the greater prosperity to the clan?
Yumi would start by saying, "I am no pushy and I have no knowledge of um, uh, how to investigate or do such a thing. So fighting the trouble that we have had with the red bamboo would not be the most appropriate task for me. The other three tasks I could work on. However, I do believe that my current position in Otsuanichi as Imperial Scribe gives me the better place to get influence on the Emperor. So I think this is the task I should be working on if I was to work on a single task.
You see how Morimoto not. Then you see Kakita Taki look at Tiberius and, and investigate a moment. Then said, and what about you, my fellow Kakita? What what is your opinion? Which one of these tasks will you undergo?
I've already been working to suppress the bamboo. The past year, I can continue that. I feel like if I try to secure an alliance with the crab, however, that it possibly to help I've already been talking to him more. If you want me to send any word to him, just let.
Alright, you see how Taidoji Katsuma starts coughing from the smoke and says, "Ah, more trade." And what about you, golden one? What do you what what will your peculiar services will you place on the missions that we are debating?
Well, if Ty's gonna go to the Crab Clan, I'd be happy to take on the bandits. They're my people. His eyes light on fire.
All right, and you see uh, how Kolesada looks at him and says, "And you, my fellow 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 Sugeya, what's your opinion on all this?
I
Where does your heart? What of these tasks does your heart call for?"
I I believe I would be best suited to the task left, as my fellows are more suited to the others.
Could you repeat that? I didn't hear you well.
I sorry. I believe I would be suited to the task left, as my fellows would be more suited to the others.
So, which task? The red bamboo one or the hello?
I'm sorry. I think you cut out. You said all the and then just trailed off.
Which which of the four missions would you want to undertake?
I'm sorry. I think I've misunderstood. There's the Red Bamboo, the Emperor of the Crab Clan, and I think I've missed the last one. I'm sorry.
Oh, the red bamboo, the crab plant, the dragon lion one, and the imperial one.
I believe the lion and the lion and the dragon. The
God, Momochi like goes white and he's like, wait, no. You can't go out and deal with that.
All right,
Asahinas are
Alright.
perfect peacemakers. I think this is the perfect task for her.
It's too dangerous. I forbid it.
all right, all right. Now out of character, I will say you up straight. These four are the next sessions, next couple of sessions missions. So, which one do you four want to undertake
Well, it's gotta be
so that
the dragon
we
lion
can get
lord.
a consensus? All right, one for the dragon
That's
lion.
like happening right now.
And all right, that's for Momoshi. Doji Yumi. Which one do you want to undertake? Which
So
one do
in order of
Both.
preference, out of character, it would be, and probably also in character, would be Imperial, then Dragon Lion, then Crabs, and then Bandits. So number one would be Imperial.
All right, Imperial one, and Tiberius. Which one do you want to undertake?
I'm pretty like good on all of them. I don't mind which one. The we could possibly just do the like a crab stuff as like a yearly action. Trying to
Alright.
make. I forget what the yearly action is called specific. There's one that's like
Simulate the
really
economy.
yeah. Um.
Alright.
Yeah.
So you
So
will be the boat player.
yeah, he does have a fervent hatred for the red bamboo.
Alright. And Rina, which one
Um,
do you want to?
I'm honestly pretty neutral on all of them except for the suppressed bandits, because for the bandits, because yeah, she's not built for that. So
Like you don't
yeah,
want to face the red bamboo.
I would prefer not to.
Alright then. So
So yeah,
we have we have a tie between the dragon lion one and the imperial one. Which one do do either of you want to change your vote, or do you want to let the die decide? Hello?
I'm sorry, just thinking. Yeah, both are equally pressing, I think. Um, maybe the dragon and the lion one, because like I said, I
Alright,
really don't mind.
alright then. So dragon lion one is going up front, and and Tiberius. Do you want to change your vote, or do you want to remain neutral?
I'll just remain neutral. I'm fine with what you said.
Alright. Finishing on top is the lion, 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 dragon war. Alright, now then. Now, you see how Morimoto nods and says, I think I think we have your all of your ability. The four of your ability will be better set helping helping Takita helping Taki to mediate peace between the both clans in their time of war. In the meantime, mm, we, we will support. You see how the three of them say Kakita, Taki, and says, and Morimoto says, we will we will give you our aid brother Taki, and hope for a peaceful resolution on the on that bloody conflict. You see how Takino and see how a consensus has been reached between the four daimyos. Then then you see how Morimoto grabs a grabs a bell and starts to ring it, and and a servant up enters. Mm. And Morimoto says, "Now," as Morimoto says to him, "Bring us the gifts." And see, you see how the servant leaves, and returns once more, and four of them arrive with four with 8 bucks, with both tie, and they give it to the 8 individuals in the home. Hmm. All right. Morimoto says, "This these presents, these gifts are for you for your dedication to the crane and your contribution over the years. I hope you use them well. I hope you use them well. And he nods at you for.
Thank you.
And then he waves you that you can leave.
Sorry, I didn't get. What are the gifts?
You have four, each one of which one of you have one has one gift.
And what are they?
You haven't opened it yet.
Oh, okay, I see. They are in packages. So I will do the thing of declining twice and accepting them before accepting them, and go very deep, because this is a very nice something they can brag about. I received a gift from clan champion.
Are
Yes.
there monkey sounds coming from the
Oh my
magic
gosh,
shield?
I was just about to make that joke. Incredible.
Eh, when you leave, you open the gifts. And Kakita, I will be honest with you. I was going to give you the Kakita blade, but since you said that you had one, I don't know what to give you.
The Kakita Wakizashi.
A Kakashi. Aka. Hmm. Let me
I'm just
see.
imagining that they forgot to get me a gift, and they just tried to covertly take my own Kakita blade that they confiscated from me earlier, and like wrap it in the present and give it to me.
You know, I will just, if you want to, I will give you the Inquisitor Strike to go along with your Kakita blade.
What?
The Phoenix Blade?
Yeah.
Oh, what's
The
that?
Wakizashi.
It's a wakizashi that kills tainted beings.
Sure.
All right. That will be your gift. Now, Doji Yumi, you open your gift and see something that touches your heart for a moment. You see, you see something that will help you move along in your life. You see, you have been given a contract to meet with the imperial matchmaker
Oh, Nakodo.
Otomo
Nice.
Madoka to arrange your marriage.
She's famous.
Yes, she is. And Green, 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 Chupeya,
Uh,
Green. Let me see what I will give you. Where is? You see, you see how appointment with the local local priest to help you on your task of on your task with the jade orb that you pick up last session.
great, sweet. Okay.
And finally, the Daidoshi Momoshi. Do you want to open your gift?
Of course I do.
You open your gift and you see something that surprises you. You see two items. One is a receipt for admission into the Daidoji trading council
Huh?
school.
Exciting.
with apprenticeship under Genji under the Genji Daidoshi Genji.
Oh, what an honor. My best friend Genji will be teaching me. Excellent.
But you see a second thing that possesses your more than an imperial matchmaker card.
Student loans.
You see you see no you see tobacco a burned out cigarette.
The breath catches in his throat, and he looks at it. Can this be?
Mm. Do you want to search for him?
I don't have to search for him. My heart will lead me.
All right. You see how you see that Genji talks with you and says that uh, I see that you have received the gift I bought you. I bought you, and I was searching for him but couldn't find him. He has run off again.
I dropped to my knees.
But he may be still in the area. Then you just hear water splashing from the inner lake area.
Oh my gosh.
I think. No, here.
I run out.
You know what? No. Better.
Yeah, please, the hot tub, right?
Yeah, on the hot tub. Do you want to search for
Of
him?
course.
For it. Search what happened.
I run in. I throw open the screen door.
And sitting right there, you see how an orangutan is tapping his feet on the hot tub.
Daidoji does that samurai thing where he's about to smile, but then he just his face becomes very stern and he nods his head. And the camera zooms in on a single tear rolling down his cheek. He's beautiful.
All right, and yeah. No, continue.
No, that's it.
All right then, and with that we end the party session. Now we start the character developing session. Now, all right. Soon forwards a couple of days, and you guys have been busy working on your upcoming mission to mediate peace between the dragon and the clan and the clan. And you have found yourselves with time to spare on your personal objectives and personal quests. And we now begin. Begin. Doji Yumi, what will you do? What will you do? Will you go with the Imperial match?
Yeah, I think that is the first thing that I would do. Have a greeting with the Imperial Matchmaker. Madoko-san. I'm also curious because he gave me an Otomo, and I have the mission to underwhelm so I think I also need to talk to this Otomo because she might be a friend in killing the Otomo, or I mean not killing them but killing their influence and restoring ours. So I'm double curious about this Otomo Madoko-san. Double curious.
All right. You see that in a couple. The surprisingly, she has set sail from the has set sail from the Imperial City to the town you have been waiting for the couple of days. It appears that it appears to be important enough to be moving through the lands and arriving at your current destination. And in a couple of days, she arrives. She arrives on the docks, and you greet her.
So I would introduce myself as the Yumi Imperial Scribe, and explain that I've been eager to meet her, as I have been given a name by my clan champion, and so she must obviously be an amazing person.
You see how she descends from she descends from the ship and looks at you with your entourage of people that of people and uh, gives a wide look at you. Oh my, this is going to be quite a challenge. Do you have any place to we could set up shop and start our transaction?
Uh, what kind of place are you looking for, Otomo-sama?
Oh, a place big enough for several crates.
Sorry, I didn't get what you said.
A place big enough for several crates.
Sorry, could you type? I don't get what you're saying. Could you type it?
Uh, a place with several with big enough for several crates.
Oh, crates. Um, we could requisition a house, or I think there might be an inn. And if an inn is fine, we could go to the inn. And the inn is 21.
Oh, honey, uh, it will it will it will be best if we had everything in one place, so to maximize our time.
I think
I
there is an inn called the Night Sparrow Inn that has a pond at which we could have you stay, and in which we could work if you so wish.
in. Oh my, palace will be nice. A mansion will be nice to work where we have. You see how she blinks at you. A bit of privacy for ourselves.
I say that a manor could be nice, and we could. I will ask the lord if he will let us stay at the manor instead. I think this is more proper, indeed. And so I'll lead her to the manor.
Hello? What happened?
I think Green died.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
You?
Ah, there we go.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Could you? We jump to Rina.
Alright, yeah, Rena's gonna go to her appointment with the local priest.
All right then. You go to the local shrine where the priest will meet you. Where is it? Conversely, it's the one in the middle of the just in front of the town square where
Ah,
the merchants were doing their business.
that's convenient. Oh, that is a large priest.
And stepping outside, mm, just outside, it's a man in a kimono, with something that's so rare in the Greylands, black hair, and wearing a crystal collar. And he appears to be waiting for you.
Uh, Rena walks up and bows, saying, "You must be a priest. I am to meet. I am Asahina Rena."
You see how he bows back at you and says, "Ah, good. My name is Ashahina Bakin. Uh, to Asuke, in service to Lord Kurosawa. And I believe you have something important. We must check out.
That is correct. Yes.
Could I see it?
Of course. And
Well, well, not here. This space is too in the open, and there I know say a thief could come and swipe it off from our hands. You see how he starts laughing.
of course. I shall we step inside?
Yes, I have set out. I have separated a local room for our for our this different for our investigation. And you see, you both go into a room to study the gate. Now we jump to Momoshi.
What's
Momoshi.
good, y'all?
I think we know what will happen now.
The monkey and I are both in class together and taking notes as the professor speaks. I buy the monkey a first mate uniform.
You see how Genji is talking about you about trade and the like. Surprisingly, something he keeps leading you on. That's a personal belief of him. Is that every war, every conflict is related to economy.
No, Genji, say it isn't so.
Yes, it is. Uh, you see how he points at a pyramid with with the lowest tier. Contrary to popular belief, popular belief, the peasant is actually the lowest logical logical one logical class in the celestial hierarchy. They produce then he motions upward to they produce to the local lords. and places his pointing stick at the lodge in the middle and says which they control the local person, but they control a local person in name of the emperor. Then he punched at the emperor, and you see our job is in the middle, and to see how he points between the persons and the lodge. Mm, we're not technically in the we're in between. We have the economical power of a lord, but not the moral source, but not the moral moral obligation that a samurai has. This has led many to despise the. That's why many despise the despise the merchant class. But in reality, the accumulated wealth without virtue is what's mad the most samurai. Oh, will you look at the time? I think we have run out of our time for today. Please return. We will continue your tutorial tomorrow, tomorrow.
Doji just walks out like, I don't know, something exploded in his face. He's like, whoa, my worldview.
Then you see somehow somebody yells at you. Momoshi!
Hmm? He looks over.
And you see how a person, you see how a person is walking towards you, and uh, it shocks you to see who it is. Wait, let me put him. Kakita Tori, your friend from the crane,
Ah, my boy.
the one that he's not wearing any shirt
God, he looks great. I say, Tori,
with
great to
his
see you.
says,
Don't be mad, but a god turned your
Momo,
armor into gold.
mhm, you think I couldn't see that from a mile away? What have you done to my armor, Momoshi? And you see how he does an uppercut, hits you.
Ow. I take it. I'm like, it wasn't me. It was the Goat King, I swear.
Says, what what's a gold king?
Well,
Ah, never,
go ahead.
never mind. We need to. I need to repaint it to its original
No,
color.
no.
Wait, you don't want to?
Everybody's been giving me so much respect ever since my armor turned gold.
That's not the, that's not the heraldry of the. That's not the majestic blue color of the crane.
All right.
Well, may, maybe we could put we could set out a secondary coloration of blue in the border. Make it all stylish with blue and golden.
Okay, I could go for a golden trim. I can settle for that. But
Or a golden trim. That could be also.
yeah. But can I propose you something? Your armor was always golden, and just now, thanks to the light of the Goat King, its true nature has come to the surface. I'll let you consider that as you paint over my beautiful armor.
Momoshi, do you think I'm idiot? Gold isn't that strong. Gold isn't that strong. It's highly malleable.
Well, I assume it's still steel, and it's just just has a hue of goldenness about it.
Well, I know alchemist, but still, if it's gold, you should be dead by now.
I know I'm strong, but I don't think I can carry a solid gold suit of armor.
Oh well. In any case, come, let's just talk. And I have something important to tell you.
Exciting. So
Hello?
yeah, great. Can't wait to hear it, man.
Oh, I have I have heard a wearing news from your wife,
Aye.
and with that, yes,
No. If that's the end of the scene, go ahead.
yes. And now we jump to Tiberius. Tiberius, Mac.
Yes.
After a couple of days of doing your usual stuff, when not on mission, maybe killing bandits and the like,
Brooding, that sort of.
or brewing, you see how a courier arrived, has arrived, giving you a silk scroll, and in it you see the personal heraldry of your family.
Thank you. You know, he'll give him like a tip.
You see how he nods, and you see how he nods, and runs to the pleasure district.
So you know, he'll go somewhere like more quiet and secluded where he can open it in private.
All right, you open it. You open it, and you recognize the. If it wasn't for the signature, you will know who it came from. You notice the handwriting and signature of your uncle, Iron, Kakita Iron.
Ah,
It's
what did he write?
Kak. Alright, how to. I let me make my best impression of.
Here we go.
Alright.
Oh, I can't.
The moment we've all been waiting for.
Mm, mm, dear nephew, I have received words of your exploits, and it brings joy to my heart that you have been able to find your place in this world, and maybe making friends along the way. But I I haven't just written you to about tell you about to know your well-being. For that is not for that. I but I have written you. I have written you to tell you I have found some vital information of your quest. I have arrived at I will arrive in a couple of days at your current location. Um, and we hope we can put we can put your we can we can put behind your quest for him.
He sort of just stares at the letter when he's finished, like, you know, just because he feels so much closer to to the end of that path now. Just finally hearing news after all these years, you know, you know.
Yes.
So, you know, he'll close it, put it, somewhere, on him, and he'll go and get some stuff to write his own.
No,
Just,
he will
thank
be
you
arriving.
for-
No, he
What?
will be arriving in a couple of days.
Oh, he'll be arriving.
Yes, he will be arriving here. He will be
Well, in
meeting you
that
in the
case, he's
local
gonna go and like get
tea
like his
house.
uncle's like favorite tea and stuff like that from the market. So that he has it for when his uncle gets there. He knows how his uncle is.
All right. The day approaches, and on your uncle Iron arrives and meets you at the local and the local at the local tea house. And before you could do anything, you see how he runs at you and gives you one big bear hug.
He returns the most awkward, like half hug, like pat on the back type of deal. Clearly looking flustered.
My nephew, it has been a long time since we last met. Ah, I see you have brought my tea. I see how you have brought my tea, my favorite thing. Let us drink for our happy memories that we have. And
I missed you.
with that, I have missed you also, my nephew. Now let us drink our good thing together. And with that, we jump right back to Doji Yumi.
All right.
This last several days have been pretty rough on you. You have been you have been more time undressed than dressed than dressing a single piece of attire. From what you have seen, Otomo Madoka has been has picked the pretty wide selection of dresses and the like for you. But the day today is something important that will be decided. She arrives at your usual pub where you have been talking, and with her you see pamf- several several scrolls. She lays them out you. Now, today is the biggest day of your life. We will be deciding which person is your soulmate.
Yumi nods, and she asks which one is the one that you recommend amongst the four, among these.
Hmm. You see how she bites her bites her nail, her nail, and starts to think. Hmm. Maybe maybe these four are these ones I have picked on your style. Hmm. Wait, I know. And you see how she lives a moment, leaving you all alone. You wait for several you wait for several minutes, but then you hear how a knock on your door interrupts your or interrupts your meditation.
Sorry, what did you ask?
Mm. That you see how your that she leaves to get a couple of more things
Yeah,
when a knock on the door
yeah.
on the door.
I invite her to return.
You think it's another person.
I don't know. Is it?
Well, if she will be returning, she will just barge in since she was already here.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I still invite the person in.
Oh, sorry. Let me finish this off. and with and arriving at the scene, you see how three rogue individuals enter the room, and you recognize the three. The woman among them is your dear friend, Mia Ray. Ray. One of the men, the tallest one, is what you would call your rival, but more frenemy, Kakita Ada. And the last one is your true enemy, and your true enemy is Ishiro Tadashi. All of them mm, salute you.
So Otomo-san gave me a few scrolls, right, with the information about prospective husbands. That has nothing to do with them. So I'm gonna take the scrolls and stash them away for the time being, and greet them, and be surprised because I didn't know they would be coming.
You see how you see how Mia just just scratches her head and says, Yumi, uh, Yumi, how long has it been? We haven't seen you in like forever.
It has been very long. I have been very busy with many tasks for the Empire and for the Crane, but I am pleased to see you, and I am also pleased to see you, Kakita-san and Ichiro-san.
You see how Kakita-chan nods at you. Could you roll me a perception?
Perception, or perception
Yes.
investigation?
Passive. Perception. Awareness.
All right. Perception. I don't perceive. It's not something Yumi does.
Alright. You'll see how he nods stoically. As a man of his caliber is one to do. And you see how is she? Is she how is Shiro? Also not secure. So what has transpired since our earlier earlier discussions, my dear Yumi?
I was involved in the goat hunt, an event that sounds, when recounted, like um, like a fantasy story, but which really happened. As I met the goat king and the prince of the wolves.
Wolves? You see how Mia says, "Oh my, were they ferocious?"
No, he was very very nice to me, and he even let me pet him.
Oh my, was he a cute doggy?
He was, yes, to me he felt more like a cute and very large doggy than a ferocious wolf, and he could talk, so we discussed, and
my.
it was an interesting conversation.
Oh my, please tell me the full story, and you'll see how the three of them sits with you.
I would explain the
that-
whole events.
Yes. Did you draw any pictures?
Yumi doesn't draw, but she probably has written a few poems to describe the events, and so she might share the poems.
Mm,
There's one about Daidoji, actually, that I wrote. Where is it? I think it's written. Let me copy paste, find it. Yeah, here it is. I have one about Daidoji-san that I actually did write. but Yumi will probably have written a few more. Actually, she wrote one about the wolf that is enshrined in the village, in the new village, so that the people can pray to the wolf and know what they pray to.
Hmm. Eh, You, all four of you, all for you cash up in the cash up in your current in the things that have transpired in your earlier in your own individual adventures. With that, we jump to Rena. Rin, no, Asa, Asahina, Rina. Do you hear me?
Sorry, yeah, I cut out briefly.
Sorry. All right. We jump to your scene, and you have been spending the last few days working with, working with, working with Asahina backing, with backing to to decipher what was the gator you found. Could you run me a theology, uh, lore, what will we be? Theology.
Okay, well, no, go. I should.
Hmm. All right. And we heard from from backing. You both decipher the mystery of the Jadon, and he you see how a sudden realization clips his face, both of your face, and he speaks to you. Do you know what this is?
Uh, I have a few theories.
Oh, tell me, tell me. I already, I have, I the this this
Yes,
object has found. I have found that this object has many collaboration with item that the crab was said to be using some a couple of decades ago. It was part of one of their projects to safely travel to the data collection land of the Shadowland. It, interesting object that thing was. They at one of their sugar said that 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 if you refract like through J to a extremely polished J, the light will be blessed by the power of the J. And so several torches, several the, several J orbs were created and enchanted with powerful players, giving it giving it the powerful property of letting it shine and shine of emitting light, which will burn away or which records say it will burn away the thing of any individual that comes in contact with it.
I see.
But the power that is already a powerful artifact, and if we could re cons con- re conscript re sanctify it, it could help you turn it into a powerful artifact that could help you summon the element far easier. The comics far easier.
Of course. That would be nice.
All right, element. What consequence? What what spells could help us? Call the comics to help us. on this time? Mm, let me think. Alright, could you call me a spellcraft check?
Sure. Let's see.
Alright, we will leave that for next scene. Now, come, Momoshi, my man.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Momochi.
Alright, you you see you see how from what your friend me your friend Kakita Tori told you that the wood, what was their name? The Panda Clan.
Sorry, what was that?
What was the name of the bandit clan you were part of?
The Forest Killers.
Oh, the forest.
Yeah, we polluted.
No,
Yeah.
they had the due to the campaigns that the constant campaign of bandit suppression that Kakita Tiberius has known. They have moved shop plenty of times, but most recently they have set up shop on the vicinity of the town.
I'm sorry, who has?
Thanks to your floors of controlling the bandit population, it has forced several of them to relocate on newer pastures, mostly outside the Claylands, but others have remained. But in any case, the forest killer have been sighted near the the town you are in, but worse still, he has told you that he has saw your wife working on the local bath.
Oh, so beneath her. I
Yes.
thought you were gonna tell me that Ty killed my wife, which would have been very upsetting.
For a second, I thought he was saying my wife. I was like, I don't have a wife. I was like, when did this happen?
Okay, the two of us like
Momochi,
marrying the
did you
same
get
woman.
drunk
would be
again?
very good.
And so when I was taking my bath from the bathhouse, I saw her, and from your description of her, I know she was the one that you told me all those years ago. He finished counting you with the information.
He's like, okay, it's only 2 years ago, so it's not like I left forever. I was gonna come back.
In any case, what are you going to do? Whatever you do, I will be with you, man. Man, he knows that you.
So it's a bathhouse in this village.
The local bathhouse is located here.
So as soon as he says that, there's like a sonic boom, and we just see like a big cloud of smoke where Daidoji used to be. He's running. He's running towards the bathhouse.
All right.
She's gotta take me back. I have a boat and a
And I-
monkey now.
Kakita thought he fell short to the best of his ability, and with you running on all forces, Jumbo the orangutan.
Kikita, grab the orangutan. She's
Apparently-
gonna love it.
Apparently, Genji has managed to tame it after all this.
Ah,
And the three of you, alright. And the bad house. You see you see how many individuals are entering and taking their bath. They like when one of the local girls that tells you, "Oh my, you you three you three are very dirty. Come, we should wash off away all that muck and dirt off."
oh, well, that sounds great, but I have to ask you a question. Does Homura work here?
What?
Homura,
What do you want?
she, I was told a lady fitting this description works at this bathhouse.
Oh, you 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 mean you mean Mrs. Hoso Queen?
No, I'm pretty sure her name's Homura. Hozuki's the
Yes,
name of my
Mrs.
mortal enemy. And then,
No, she told us her name was Mrs. Hosoki.
that hussy, I leave for 2 years and she gets remarried? I,
In any case, do you want to talk with her?
oh, well, yes, of course. I brought the orangutan.
All right, I will. All right, I will. I will get her for you. Please wait here. And with that, the bad girl leaves.
Kakita, this is awful. She's left me for the bandit leader.
Oh my! To see how Kakita Tori tells tells us so. Man, mm, man, she left you in the instant you left. Oh my god! Oh my god! You see how he barely can contain his laughter.
Okay, listen. I I fully intended on returning for my family. You know, I just got
Alright.
distracted along the way. There's a lot to learn to being a samurai.
Alright, let us hope you're good at keeping them instead of leaving them.
Don't worry, I'm wearing
Oh,
solid gold armor. She's pretty petty.
alright. Arriving at the scene, you see how a woman appears, matching the description of your dear Homura, and she looks looks at you and says, uh, "You see how she spits at you."
Momochi does that anime thing where he just like turns completely white. He's like got black outline.
That's what you get for leaving me, you ungrateful man. And she starts hitting you.
That's right. I can take it.
Why did you leave me? I was all alone in, in that dirty camp, raising our beloved child all alone. And now, after all this time, you come back, you come back here, here, right about now, when I finally have moved on from you and found true happiness.
No, not true happiness.
Oh, you're talking you're talking about Hosoki. He's more of a man that you have ever been.
Oh,
He at least
oh
took
yeah.
care of us. He at least took care of us after you left. Do you know how much the famine the famine has has done to us? What it has cost to our precious Dayu Dayu.
More, listen, I left so that, I could ingratiate myself with the Crane clan and eventually I could get you and our son inducted into the clan. It was the plan the entire time.
And you didn't even even had the common decency of even sending for us or having anybody comes to check on us. You ungrateful golden man.
And he frowns and he's like, he's like, okay, I recognize I could have handled the situation a little better, but you're just a Ronin. You don't understand what the life of a clan samurai is like. We have, responsibilities we have to take care of before we can just.
and and your responsibility to that kind of yours was more than us.
Uh, he puts his nose up into the air and he says, "Yes."
You say when you say that something breaks in her and she starts crying. You ungrateful bad man. You see how she starts hitting you again, but more softly, soft. And you almost think you almost think she's venting out all of her frustration. Why did why did you leave us? It was miserable being without you. You know how many of us have died since you left. And Paul Paul Daiju has been cracked without his father. Even Hosuki has been kinder than Hosuki has been not being able to fill the void that you left in him.
And Daidoji
As you see how she's
Daidoji nods and he's like, "All right, I'll admit it. I was so tired of being poor for my entire life. I finally saw my chance to escape. And when I finally got it, I didn't even think of you or our child. And it was weakness. I know it was. I'm sorry I did this to you. And if you hate me, I accept it."
why I don't hate you, you dirty, ungrateful man. It's, you hurt me beyond anything I have ever felt when you left. The only the only thing that would I only I only wish you could be I only wish you could have been there for our young Daiju to give him a better life than being among bandits and murderers.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. If if you let me see him, I can work something out with the Crane. I know I can. And we can make him a clan samurai just like me.
And live a life of murder. What fate do you think that's what he wants?
Well, that's the life he's gonna have if he is Hozuki's child. And the Daidojis are protectors, not
Will he
murderers.
be- Will it be better than the life of a bandit?
Oh my god. Life in the crane, it's a million times better. I can't even begin to describe. The food alone. I've been a crane for 3 years, and I already have a suit of solid gold armor. It's been great.
You ungrateful man. Um, breaking your your tearful family reunion, fight, whatever. You see how another of the bad girls arrives and talks and ju- calls for calls for Homura. I said, Homura, mm, your son, he has been captured. And with that, we change scene. Mac, Kakita Tiberius.
Matt captured my child.
Yes.
You you reminiscent with your uncle Ion on your past and the like, and see how after you catch up, you both of you set up your CS face, and your uncle is face first. Mm, my dear nephew, I fear that I fear that the man the man that you're hunting, the man that you're hunting is going to be the death of you.
He's going to beat it out of me.
He's going to kill you, my nephew. He's going to drive, and he's going to do some horrible stuff on with you before he kills you. And that's not a fate, fate I want for you. So I will ask you, please leave your quest for vengeance behind. Nothing, nothing will be gained from killing him. Only more death and anguish.
Uh, so he's sort of like gritting his teeth and just has the most intense look on his face. And yeah, he what you call it? I'm gonna say that that he tightens his grip on the teacup so much that he breaks it. Um, and he just sort of goes, I already know
What?
vengeance is a part of it.
No,
I can't turn.
I don't hear you very well, Mac.
Now?
Yes, no.
Okay. He's sort of like gritting his teeth and has just the most intense look on his face, and says, "I know that vengeance is a part of me and back. I will not stop hunting till my sword is buried in his chest."
This may kill you, my dear my dear Tiberius, and the pain of your loss will be will be great on my old heart. But if this is the path you want, then I will not stop you. But if I but help you for every if I can if I can give my life so that you may live, I will be glad. I will do it gladly.
Don't. The last thing I want is to lose you too. I'm already
And I don't
promised.
and I don't want to lose you too. So let us make this let us gain, gain the favor of the fortune. It has it has come to my attention that the this murder, this six-finger murder, has been targeting many people all across Rokugan, all across the land. For what reasons I don't know. Only that only that a quick question, Mac. Does he have any serial killer symbol?
Not that my character specifically saw. But he would have had to have some kind of connections to be able to track down his father, because his father was like had sort of like left the clan because he went and married a foreigner. Like, um, and he must have known like how like he's a great like swordsmith. He has like his father's blood that he.
Right? Let me do a moment here. I have I you see how Uncle I speaks up. I have found something that has given his identity away. Well, you see, when he killed your father, lest he lest he be in heaven, may he rest in heaven. He he took one of his fingers, no, not any fingers, any finger. No, he stitched one of the fingers, I think, to their hand, and this has led to this. This is the pattern I have recognized all over all over these murders across the empire. It's what has led me let, help me deduce most of the murder. I connect them. The victims, I don't know. They have been many from common common persons to noble lords, yeah, and anything in between. The only thing that connects all of them is a stage finger. I almost gave hope because there was no pattern, but something happened recently that has brought my attention. It appears that one of the piece of people that he was going to murder managed to managed to defend herself and escape his blade his brain and has been has been traveling across the land, and I have found her whereabouts in this town of yours. In this town,
Who?
uh, wandering monk called wandering monk called Tony. Tony. she, from what she told from what I can gather, she managed to get her assailant, assailant long enough to draw a crowd and seeing more people. She he escaped the he escaped with his tail with a tail between his legs, and she managed to survive. She managed to survive. But I think, and if we can contact her, we can maybe learn more about the Six Finger Man. Maybe know any symbols he may have been wearing, or any other evidence we can gather to track him down.
And where should we contact?
That I heard that I heard that she was staying at the local. She was meditating on the perfect blossom, a local a local garden of cherry blossom. Mm, for what reason I don't know, but if we can meet, find her there, we can maybe get her support. If she can tell us anything about the Six Finger Man.
This is amazing news. I'm sorry, I'm just a bit blown away. It's a bit surreal after years. Him practically taste his blood.
No, no, my no my nephew. Let us go and find her. May,
Let's.
who who knows? If we don't, maybe the killer will try to finish the job. And with that, we jump back to Doji Yumi.
All right. Um. So I have a question for
Yes.
because I have these people coming, and what are you doing here? What are they doing
You
here?
see, you see how Ishiro Tadashi smiles at you. Oh, didn't you hear?
Here about what?
You see how he gives a look at Mia at Mia. Then Nacho. We we have been we have been engaged.
You have
Yes, we have.
with the family's blessing.
Yes, I was able to convince them of I was able to convince them that such a fine man as myself will be an excellent wife to Mira. You see how he gives a smile to her, and she gives. Could you roll me a perception also? I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll that. Yumi doesn't perceive.
She gives you a very happy smile with him with him to him,
Uh,
and
I
and
reply,
we
you
like.
must have been very persuasive.
Mm, yes, I was, and we're here to
Okay.
see if you will be the brides the brides the bride's, the honor bride. Or what's it called? The one that attends the bride.
The maid
I
of
don't
honor.
know.
What was that name? Maid of honor.
I
Since you're both friends, really good.
It will be my pleasure. Yumi replies. To be my friend's maid of. What was the name? Nanikashira of honor? Something honor? Maid of honor?
Yes, maid of honor.
Yeah. It would be my pleasure to be Miya-san's maid of honor.
That's very good, honey. You see, I told you she would have your back always. You see he, how both of them start laughing and laughing, and then see how 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 Otomo Magopo returns with several stacks of of pamphlets and the like. I said, all right, I I couldn't decide which would be a better candidate, but and was forced to bring all of them. Oh, you have friends here. Well,
Uh,
splendid. They can help you. They can help you pick your ideal husband.
I I think I need to meditate on that a bit alone, and I will consult my friends at a later date. I think it is a better way to divide the steps and get clearer opinions at every step, than start arguing about everything from the start. So if you wouldn't mind, I will go to everyone. I would rather take my time to read each of these and consult later, I say.
Oh, my. Well, if you want to, but my keen intuition on knowing soulmates from soulmate will help you very much. So I will get you a yes or no if you want.
Yes,
All right,
I would love that.
all right. Then I will let you pick for yourself, and then you see how she lives. And
I'll have to go see my Daidoji friends and tell him that I need him to somehow cancel a marriage.
with who?
No, this is talking to this is Doji's mental notes that
Oh,
no, she has to see Daidoji-san and consult about how she would go about canceling in this marriage
canceling the marriage between both them.
between Mia and Ichiro-san.
All right. Fast forward. You have been relaxing in your cozy apartment, in your cozy chamber, when you hear a knock on your door. No, knock on your door.
Yeah, who is it?
It's Nia.
You please enter.
You see how the blindfold face she always has become this somber. Oh, Yumi, this is I don't I don't know what's happening anymore. And she comes to you.
What is happening?
So many things have happened since you left. But I think, but since you're my friend, I can make you my confidant on this decision I am taking.
Yes, of course.
I don't love I don't love Ishi Ishiro Tadashi, but
That
he made a very persuasive argument with my family, and it was so stupid on me, so stupid. And you see how she sits herself on the head.
What did he promise to your family? What was his argument?
Mm. No, I'm afraid that what's happening here wasn't wasn't started by him. I rejected most of his advances as you told me of him, of his
Yes.
motives.
Yes.
But see, but in a foolish argument, I said yes one day to him. You see, Yumi, I'm in love. I'm in love with 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 Ada.
He seems like a better partner.
Yes, he's my perfect partner. I even think uh, he's my soulmate. But anything I have ever done, every subtle cue to get his attention and the like has gone fallen on deaf ear. And in my anger, I turn to one of my into temptation and started to go out with Ishiro to to get to get him to make him feel jealous. But
Has he?
it didn't work. And when I knew that it wouldn't work, the marriage was already set.
I will try to discuss with Kakita-san and see what can be how he thinks about it, and perhaps something can still be done. I will do what can be done. You can count on me.
Will you do it?
I will. Don't you
Oh,
worry.
thank you, Yumi. And you see
Yeah.
how she gives you a hug.
I return a hug as we are in a private room, and I tell her, you're not gonna marry a badger. That's not gonna happen.
All right, thank you. Well, see you later.
See you.
And with that, she did. A few minutes later, you hear another knocking on the door.
Yeah.
It's Ada.
Oh, great. So I invite him inside, and I tell him that I wanted to talk to him, and I'll start with casual talk and ask him how things were in the capital while I was away.
Ah, well, much, much record keeping and the like. Many interesting information I have found and recorded, but that we're not. I'm not here for a work related related
Yes.
things. You see how he stops for a moment and it's time to force something out of him. From what you know, well, from my interpretation of the summary you gave him, I I think he's a rather stoic individual with a stoic individual that doesn't say much of his emotion. And this is what he's trying to say to you. He's trying to force every muscle of his fiber to say it.
What is it? What is it? Do you have something that you want to say, Kakita-san?
I love you. There, I
Me?
say it. Yes, I do.
Oh, oh, oh boy. This is complicated. Hmm.
Ever
I
since, ever since, ever since we compete between between each other, I know that you were the one. I don't. Maybe somebody other wrote that only love can be found between equals, but and maybe it's right because you you were my equal once, but now you're my superior, and that is something I something that that something that made my cold heart beat once.
Yumi will stop for a second to think, and she says, I am open to honoring uh, Benten with you. However, this should not come in the way of our duty.
I I know we each one of us has their own goals in life. You didn't
Yes,
I planning to marry someone.
yes.
I know it's foolish. I know it's foolish. Hmm. Who know who ever had a chance to marry out of pure love, pure love. But it's nice to it's nice to finally talk about it for once.
Love is better found outside of the marriage. This is the samurai way. Yumi replies, and a marriage should be done for um, the clan and the family, and anything that is personal should be left out of the legal matters. And so, as I said, I am open to honor Benten with you, uh, but actually, for the matters of marriage, uh, I think you have heard that my good friend is supposed to marry a badger, and I think this is really really bad um, for for uh, the Mia. It really hurts. It would really hurt her standing to be marrying a minor clanner, um, and marrying a great clanner with the name, the prestige such as of Kakita, or the Crane clan samurai would be much much better, and perhaps we could both find um, some satisfaction in arranging a deal.
Mm, yes. Well, what is one supposed to do in this trying time?
Yumi take some.
What
Yumi take
was
some.
that? What was
I,
that?
that was laugh. Yumi takes some time from uh, for thinking, and then she says, "I would appreciate. I mean, you will eventually need to marry someone, and I do not appreciate um, my good friend Miya-san's reputation to be tarnished by the marriage with Ichiro-san. So perhaps you could do me a favor and duel or challenge the badger for her hand in marriage, and you could marry um, my friend Mia, and that would be much better for her. You are a much better partner for her in marriage, and of course you need not um, put um, put. How would I say that? Well, this is a marriage, as I said, is a legal matter, and if you wish to have more personal affairs outside with me, I would allow it.
But Yumi, that's against the Bushido code. And how do I put this? I don't love Mia as one would find between as one find between two partners.
And this is why marriage is a legal matter, and samurai find their romance out of marriage. It is natural.
Will you with Robot Voice Doji?
But this will advance neither of our career, and this will
Could
not benefit.
you could you disconnect and reconnect, please?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Could you repeat that?
So I was saying, marriage is a legal matter, and what was I saying? Yeah, marriage is a legal matter, and samurai have long found that it is unfitting for a romance to bloom, and so samurai have long been finding romance outside of their marriage. You mean say it is totally normal, and it is natural way of the samurai. I do not intend to marry someone I love, and I'm totally okay with that, because I can have a romance outside of marriage. Perhaps you should consider the same, Kakita-san. Oh, he disconnected.
Alrighty, that'll be 40 experience for everybody. See y'all later.
That was Shakespearean level, you know.
That is awkward. That is really awkward for me. Really awkward.
I'm just imagining how it was like this expression where you can sort of see that she's screaming internally.
Yeah, definitely that. I mean, Yumi doesn't even like the Kakita-san, and so I mean, yeah, that is awkward. That is very awkward.
All right. Do you have Robot Voice?
Do I still have? No, I hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Do you with Robot Voice? No.
Oh. Let me close and restart Discord. Okay, then I don't close in. All right. So the gist of thing is, Yumi is saying that marriage is a legal matter and romance has nothing to do with marriage, and so both she and Kakita can see each other outside of marriage, but she wants to have a political marriage. and she suggests that Kakita should do the same. And she suggests that Mia is a good political marriage partner, and he should accomplish his duty first, as a samurai does. And if he accomplishes duty, then he is a samurai worth frequenting as in personal and romantic ways. Is Yumi's argument. Did you hear me fine? I think that's a no. Are the others hearing me fine?
I can hear you fine.
I hear you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can-
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Ah, there we go. I hear you.
Have you heard what I argued for? I explained. I argued for. I think Moon is dying. Please do not die on us.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
Alright.
Right.
You see how he nods in understanding. But I don't think I could kill I could kill I could kill him.
You
Besides
are
every
a poet, just like me. You should have someone represent you in a duel. I happen to know a very talented Kakita who could perhaps represent you, be your champion for a potential challenge. Could. Thank you. Yes. I hope that we can more discuss this. And I hope I can count on you, Kita-san.
so with about him.
Could you share the list that Otomo has given me so that I can actually read it?
Could you repeat that? Because I'm having connection problem.
Yeah. Actually, maybe I should type it. But I would like if you could share the list that Otomo-san has given me, the scroll that Otomo-san has given me, so that I can read and read them and inform my decision. It's dead.
Oh no.
Welcome back, if you are back.
I'm having connection problems.
Yeah, that happens. Could you share the scrolls that Otomo gave me about my potential marriage partner so that I can read them out of character? Alright, that's fine. I invite the person to enter again. I invite them to enter.
I can't even hear him speaking.
Yeah. Robot. Yeah, it is robot. I don't know. I mean, I hear fine, so I don't know what's the problem. But I invite the
It's my
person.
connection, I think.
Yeah, most likely. Um, I invite the person to enter. Are the other? Are you hearing the other fine? Maybe we can skip to the others and return if your connection is fine with me. I don't know. Like maybe it's you and me. Can you hear like Comp or Mac?
Blah
Hello.
blah 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 blah.
Blah, 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 moments of robot.
Well, I'm no good because I can't like even hear Green talking, so I'm out of the running.
Yeah, I also hear him fine, but I think he is not hearing us fine.
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
No, I'm saying that like I can't hear, like I don't hear any noise from him at all.
Oh,
Oh,
There we go.
yeah, I can hear you, Green.
yeah, I can hear you too.
No.
I can hear him sometimes, and so
That sucks. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, thanks.
Fucking Wi-Fi.
I have a bad feeling about it. What's happening with me? This is not gonna end well.
It's Shakespearean level. I know I've made that joke once. True. I feel like I'm reading reading Much Ado About Nothing again.
But hey, if I get them married together and if I like get the Kakitai to forget about me, then they're happy married together and it's all good, all great. And the Ichiro is dead, so it's all great.
I personally think we should seriously consider the plan of getting Mac to kick the shit out of all our enemies. I think as a plan, it's got some benefits.
Yeah. I mean, the duo would get Kakita-san some glory, so that's good for him. Everyone benefits from this arrangement. I mean, maybe not Ichiro who dies because of this arrangement, but
Yeah, but-
that's
Who gives a shit about that?
yeah.
I mean, the duel could be the first blood.
I would personally prefer if it's duel to the death. But it's more glorious. It's more epic. I want my best friend to marry after you know, like to have an epic marriage, an epic story to tell about our marriage. I don't want her to say, so hey, look, this is the guy that wanted me, but he was not ready to do a drill to the death. So he's still alive, and yeah, you can look at him. I don't want that. I don't want that kind of marriage for my best friend.
Yeah,
All right.
what a coward. He wasn't willing to die for me within 5 minutes of meeting me.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right.
Can you?
Have stabilized. I have stabilized the situation.
Great.
It's
Great.
no, it didn't.
Then not great.
Let us use our time we have to the fullest. All right. You hear another knocking, and coming inside appears the third guy. What was his name?
Tadashi?
Ishiro.
Yeah.
Ishi.
Uchiro-san. And I offer a boat to him.
Oh, you see how he looks at you and says, "Oh, I have come here to negotiate with
Yeah.
you." Mm.
What do you want to negotiate about? And what do you want me to do? And what do you offer in exchange?
I offer you a deal. It seems that you're going up in place, and it would be a real shame to ma that poor Mia marries 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 ma gets her heart broken marrying wrong man, man the wrong man. So I will give you an option. You will marry if you marry me. I will if you accept my proposal for marriage. I will I will leave I will leave me Milla Milla alone. I will cancel our arrangement, and we both will marry. We both will marry, so that she doesn't have to live all her life knowing that she didn't marry her true love.
Yumi takes a moment to like to like understand what he's saying, and she replies, I am most profoundly offended by what you are saying, that you would choose to be betrothed to my friend, and then and cancel your betrothal like this, and ask another person, and just discard my friend like this. Uh, I am deeply offended by this, and you takes a moment to think, and she say, I would want to would want you to apologize to both me and my friend for this offense, and I would like that you cancel your current betrothal with my friend. That's what Yumi says. I am deeply offended.
I don't. I see that you don't understand what's happening. Let me explain it to you in terms you will understand. Your mind could understand. I I will leave Minja's heart unscathed, unscathed. But in exchange, I only I only want. I I will get you. Both of us will get married. and you will have a powerful ally on the imperial on the court. Tell me, from all those men that you're browsing, will any one of them truly know who you are? Will one of them be your true equal? Tell me, what do you find in a person? What do you find for what the ideal husband for you? Somebody that you can, somebody that's just that's just for show, or somebody that's true, that's that's worth something.
I think the ideal partner for me would be someone who is noble, and you mean not at that.
Mm. You see how he starts laughing. You know that both of us are the same. We both want to marry to gain better social position in the world. But do you honestly that believe that they will begin to that will just some change for them?
Mm, I do believe so, yeah.
Then tell me why. Why would you want to sell yourself
So
to so do you know what type of situation you are now? No, you're you may be one of the only ones in the entire empire that can choose who to marry. No man nor woman across the empire is able of our position is able to do that.
I am a lucky
So
person.
so I will give so I'm gi- this is the choices you have. Either either marry me and save the heart of your friends, or marry your your hobby, and your your friend's heart will be broken.
I will find a better way to save my friend's heart.
If
Thank you for
that's
the
what
offer.
if that's what you wish, uh, it would be nice to see you during the well, then you see how he stands up and leaves.
I bow to him. He lives.
He bows also to you. All right. With
Definitely
that,
need cactus to drill that man.
all right. And with that, we finish with you. All right. Asahina Hrino,
Yep.
you with the priest, you you finish conscripting the three spellcrafting the jade orb, giving it divine properties once more, and turning it into powerful artifact for a Shugeya to win.
Jeez.
He will now give you one extra die for every spellcraft,
One extra what?
one extra die for spell.
Oh, die. Thank you.
This was quite exciting if I don't say so. That if I don't say so myself, you see how he speaks.
I'm sorry, you cut out quite a
It was quite exhilarating.
Yeah.
You don't see much of these artifacts anymore. Most of them were lost through the ages. Through the ages.
Yes, it's experience that that I doubt will ever repeat. It's an experience I doubt will ever experience again.
Mm-hmm. So I think that's what else do you want to need any help with?
I am. I believe that's everything, but thank you. I could not doubt about your assistance. Rena bows.
You don't need. Could you repeat that?
Uh, Rena says, what did I say? Rena says, I believe I'm alright for the time being, but thank you. This task could not have been accomplished without your assistance. And she
Mm.
bows.
You see how he nods. Mm. Now, wh- I I hope your travels beat you well. For mine is on. For mine is going into the Dragonland.
Thank you.
Such a messy business is happening there with the with a war brewing between the lion and the and the dragon.
Yes. This, this conflict couldn't have come at a worse time.
Mm. I fear that the most that will suffer on the war will be the innocents that are in the that are the commoners.
Yes. It seems they always end up suffering despite no matter no matter who no matter who deserves to suffer or who caused the pain in the first place.
And one will think that us that can command the element will be able to restore restore every problem of the world. But alas, that isn't quite that doesn't work that way. I wonder why it is. How some people like us will be able to make such miracles, but not affect anything, but not be able to truly save life. We could pray to the kami to bring us food and water, but will that help us in the famine?
I'm sorry, you keep cutting out. Can you repeat the last part? So we can pray to the Kamis to bring us.
Water and food, but will that help us in end the famine?
The only thing that can end this famine time. So much of our land has been ravaged. Don't believe that the Kami can necessarily help us in healing it.
Let us hope. Maybe one day we will be able. The famine will subside and the land could go back to prosperity. But I don't. I fear that day is will be will be after a long day in the future. For for this time is a period of wolves, a time of
Yes,
wolves.
I agree. But it, as I say, the night is always darkest before the dawn. We cannot lose hope.
Let us hope for a better future. Then you see how he bows your head somberly and leaves. All right. Anything else do you want to?
No, not that I can think of.
All right. Now we jump to the epic conclusion of story. All right. Come. Do you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. You you for Jumbo de organuta. Kakita 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 Tori and your your wife Homura all run to the place where the the bat attendant told you who they got they got they got the your son and you arrive just in time to see what was going to be aspiring. You arrive at the fish market and see uh, how and see how how a person is grabbing your child by the by the collar and lifting him up several several feet in there. Alright, let me put them and you recognize surprisingly you recognize who it is, who the person is. Your old rival and the person that mocked you so much time in the your friend, your old rival that mocked you for being old, for being an old man in a old competition. Daitoshi Kurosuke. You see he holding holding up by the collar. Your son, your son Daiju.
Hey, put him down.
What? Wait, Momoshi, is that you?
That's right. Captain Daidoji Momochi.
Captain? You see how he spits on the floor. A person like you becoming a captain don't make me laugh.
No, that's my boat right there. Ha ha ha.
And you haven't sink in there. Pathetic.
Actually, I think not sinking the ship is a sign of achievement. But that doesn't matter.
Mm.
Put down the boy.
What? You want me to put down this little thief? Huh? You see how he starts starts yelling, and the child says, "No, I didn't steal anything. You just drop it." How could someone drop a drop a katana? You see how he screams at him. Wawasaki. You try to steal a samurai's arm. You know what happens to people steal around. They get their limbs shot.
Interesting. All right. I have spotlight paralysis. Oh my gosh.
What will you do? Will you try to resolve things peacefully, or violent?
I would never attack a member of of the Crane clan, so I will resolve this peacefully. Hey, buddy, young upstart. I don't know. This is hard. I don't want to play anymore. Okay, I wanna lean in to my orangutan. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'll distract him. And while he's distracted, you get the kid out of here, okay?
To see how the orangutan gets you along,
I'll buy
and see how he starts to walk off all of four on the opposite direction.
you a cigar. Wait, you're moving away from the guy.
He leaves.
Pass. Unreliable monkey. And he says, okay, so Momochi will turn his attention towards Daidoji. And he is like, where is your compassion? Haha! That's a tin of Bushido, or so I've heard.
Compassion. It's already a compassion that I haven't. I will give him. I will leave him alive. For stealing from a member of the clan is punishable by death.
Oh, that is quite generous. Alright, then how about this? And Daidoji flashes back to his lesson with Genji, where he learned that all conflicts are caused by money. And he is like, well, if you intend to make the boy pay for it, then how about we pay for it in a material sense? What will it take for you to not take this boy's arm? A golden set of armor?
Throw me a commerce.
No, I was gonna take ranks in it this year. I'll spend a void point to be trained in this.
This is going. This is going to be your first first piece of library.
Come on, baby. Oh,
Oh no.
I think I lose honor for that too.
Maybe. You see how he gives you an incredulous look and says, "What is money?" When you see, when somebody is still strong, and he tells you.
And he nods his head. He's like, fair.
Anyway, why does the little punk import the little punk? Why do you care much about this little punk? What is he? Your little thief, huh?
No, he's not. He doesn't work for me. And Daidoji stamps his foot in the ground and puffs out his chest and he says, he's my son.
You see how he gives you an incredible then looks at the boy, then at you. then another boy, then a John. You you think you see how extremely confused look blames him. Then he says, "Oh, so he's your son then."
That's right. So if you lay a finger on his hand, I'm afraid I will take great issue with it.
And what would you give me in return if I don't press any charges against you? Don't go with your lord to to tell him your son started to was robbing people, was robbing a samurai of his honor.
Daidoji bows his head and he says, I will give you my awesome magical armor.
Why would I want a golden
Dude,
armor? That will make you that will make you more likely for attack by standing out.
oh my god, am I crazy? Is the golden armor not the coolest thing in this campaign? Well, he says, well, other than that, all I have to offer is a boat.
And what would a bushi need of a boat?
Alright, you're some great aesthetic material objects don't matter. It's very, very good for you, but makes it very hard to bargain. What do you want?
You see how he thinks a moment. But you see in a moment of he lowers the child on the ground. But then jumping from the rooftop, you see you see Jumbo. He he falls to the ground and picks up and rapidly swipes the child and runs away with him.
And Daidoji points at the other Daidoji. He says, you could have had a golden armor! And he turns the other way and runs.
Incredulous. Incredulous of a monkey stealing a child in front. You see how he just stands there, stupefied. After some time, you see how Jumbo returns with your child. He he appears to be having he, he's carrying him like a small monkey in his chest, and he takes him, leaves him in front of you.
And Daidoji take, takes out a cigar from his pocket and hands it to Jumbo. He turns.
You see how he gives you a white toothy smile and starts laughing,
Ugh.
and then grabs the cigar and starts smoking them.
And Daidoji turns towards Kikita and his wife, his baby mama. And he's like, alright, when we retell that story, please make sure to tell everybody that I talked him out of it.
Oh my child! You see how 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 Homura starts grabbing Daijun and tells, "Thank God you're safe. Why did you try to pick his pocket? You're not supposed to do that, my sweet child. he's already he has high perception. I will notice. But it's alright. Your father has returned to bring us to his golden castle.
Duh. Well, technically, I just work at the castle. I don't actually own it, but
You see how you see you see how Daiju stares at you and says, "He's not my father." Hosuki.
no, 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 no. Excuse me.
Oof. Just when you thought that Ty was the biggest piece of shit, this kid.
Daidoji stumbles backwards, and he's like, oh, "Book," and he runs away down the alley to crying.
Sad, sad. Anyhow, you see, you see how something comes to your. You see how somebody comes to your back and and pats you on the back. You see, it's Jumbo comforting you.
And Daidoji nods his head at a Jumbo, and he says, "You know, sometimes you have to be careful that you get what you wanted."
And you see how Jumbo dies due to lung cancer. No, just
What was that? You kind of cut out there for me.
you see how Jumbo dies due to lung cancer.
Right, because he's a monkey. Gotcha.
Just kidding. But you see how he throw me a perception test.
Alrighty.
You see how he starts moving his hands, his and you think you understand what he's trying to say. He's trying to say to you that you're an awesome father and will give the child an awesome life, but you need to win his heart back again. Maybe not now, maybe not tomorrow, but one day.
You're right, Jumbo. 2 years might have distanced my son from me, but I'm sure next year I will have earned more glory and more honor as a Yojimbo. And then I will earn his respect.
All right, and with that we finish your story. Now to finish the game. Kakita Tirio, they beat it. Do you hear me?
Yes.
All right, you
Yep.
with your anchor iron. All right, at the all right at the ocean and sitting in the sitting in the sitting cross-legged in the middle of the ocean is girl, girl a girl with several tattoos on her body, meditating. You see that she's so in trance that she hasn't noticed you yet.
Ty will sit down and wait for her to finish med because he interrupt.
You see how she gives a sigh, and then looks at you and says, "You know, it's really hard to meditate in a place of peace and quiet, quietness. Being in a place of peace and quietness, with other people around." And she's like, "What do you want?"
My apologies. I'm after the six finger.
The six finger man.
Yes, I was led to believe that you had information regarding.
He tried to kill me. Don't know why, don't know when, but I only know that he almost succeeded. And you see how she points a finger at a scar she has on her arm and says, and he almost cut my arm off.
I've never met another survivor.
Oh well, it was because he hasn't faced another has faced another monk of my caliber, monk of my caliber before.
Do you have any information that could help me find name, manner?
You see how he shits things for a moment, then says he did something, a particular aura of him on him. I don't know how to explain that in a word in words that could, you could comprehend. He he looked much like Mr.
Kikita.
Mr. Kakita. Mr. Kakita. His she, as somebody would call it, several person would call it, wasn't something natural. It was something dark, almost not from this world. Like some fair, fair power was a work powering him. I don't know how honestly how I managed to stay out alive, but I only know that he wanted something from me. Uh, and with the energy that sword emitted, it it almost succeeded.
When you say that he looked like me, you don't mean my Gaijin.
No, he looked much like Yoshi, the she that the the she that the she that that you are having you have the she of vengeance of vengeance.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
That his she is much like
The what is much like?
your she.
Oh, my. Is that what you said?
Yes, your
Okay.
yes.
Do you think he'll come after you again? Doesn't seem like he likes to leave jobs.
Possibly. Honestly, I'm quite scared of facing him once more. Once I don't know why he wanted to kill me. All I know that I could feel that he was upset that he didn't got the chance. Maybe he will try to kill me once more. All I know is that I want to be prepared when that happens. And so I'm planning to go. I'm planning to I have several plans in my mind to try and survive this ordeal.
Well, find him first. I can promise you get to you.
Could you repeat that? Hello?
Huh? What?
Could you repeat? Could you repeat that? I didn't take it.
What?
Could you repeat that?
I just said, well, if you help me find him first, then I can promise he won't get to you.
So you're proposing a partnership with me.
Whatever it takes to bury my sword to his chest.
You Kakita swordsmen are particularly strong, and the more people are by my side, the better. All right, I will do it. I will help you hunt this six finger man down, and maybe I will survive the ordeal.
Where should we start?
Hmm. I I have a few. We need to research some leads. I know. Maybe we need to find a library or place of study. Do you have any friends that can that are knowledgeable?
Yeah, I've got some friends who are.
All right, let's meet them. And with that, we finish with your story. All right, finishing off the session. A couple of more weeks pass with all your preparation to finish finishing your own quest and preparation for the upcoming meeting meeting with the Dragon Alliance forces, and all of your party arrives at the same place where you all started at the ship. There are more people than you have ever seen before. Almost like if your party multiply in one day. Alright, what will you do? Any fighting words?
Oh, oi, I got it. I got it. We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Enough of this.
Out of character, I would favor for a moment to getting eaten by a shark for that comment.
No. Also, what are you going to do with your child, with your family, come? Your wife and child.
Sorry, can you ask that one more time?
What are you going to do with your child and wife? Are you going to bring them along with on your quest or leave them in care of your lord?
If they're willing to come with me, I'm gonna take them with me. I'm gonna prove that I've changed, and I'm the type of man that can take care of them now.
Alright. Alright. Then in total, all of most of your new most of your party, most of your group has almost doubled. You have the Encore Iron. Encore Iron.
What about Uncle Ira?
He's coming with you.
Oh, great.
He doesn't want you to die.
He'll play tuba with the other engineers.
He'll play
Basically,
Pycelle.
Basically, most of the people that you met that has been allies with you are going with you on the next on the peace talks.
Right on.
Are we getting Ichiro, Mia, and Kakita Ada to?
Do you want them to come with you?
No, I don't.
Alright, then.
Friends are better at home. Rivals are better at marrying the friend, and enemies are better dead.
Is that the tagline for this campaign?
Alright then. With that, you guys prepare for the coming voyage to mediate a peace between the crane, between the lion and the dragon, and hopefully prevent all out war from consuming the land. With you is Anchor Iron, Anchor Iron, the Monk Tanya, the 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 priest, the priest, the priest, back, backing, the smith, the smith, Thorin, Jumbo the Orangu, the the family of ha, Homura and Dayo, and you four, all will be sailing up to to stop all of one. Will you succeed or will you fail? Tune in next time. And with that, we finish.
Yay!
Alright. Alright, how was it for you guys? Sorry for the internet problem.